Oh, Electronic dropping the bomb. Does get cancelled out by Rush. We're left into this 1v1 now. Boomich doesn't have armor either. And this bomb's going back up through the... maybe not, actually. Tries to feign heading towards Vent, but instead just peeks Boomich dry, and Rush will lock that one in.
He's doubling back outside, looking to lurk as Cole try and take this ramp room. s1mple is very quick on his rotation. He hits a tag. Deagle's out for Flamey. Finds some fingers and rips him right off. Flamey with 3. It's a nice shutdown, but the kills are back in for Cole, and they're not going down without a fight.
Oh, and we are immediately back into a 2-on-2, right? That little victory from Flamey is short-lived. Boomich and Perfecto have got to pick up where Flamey left off. And Perfecto's getting wrapped from outside and from ramp. He's getting sandwiched in here. If he finds the kill on a poison, though, that can make all the difference. Now the bomb under his control, and Blame having to rotate in late. Now making noise. And Perfecto knows, drops the smoke, cuts Blame F off, and this has gone terribly wrong for Cole. They tried to meet back up in the lobby, but honestly, right, Blame's sneaking there. The time's so low that I think if he sneaks that whole way, he was never even going to get to the lobby.
Electronic poked his head out and got tagged, but they're going to test Flamey again, and for that I say good luck.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good in the ramp room. Only good for 1 in this round, though, but there's the rotation in from s1mple, and immediately the warning signs are going off. s1mple, oh, he's locked down ramp. 3 kills in the round. And Config, the last man left standing, having a trickle in last in the 1v4. Odds pretty heavily stacked against him here, needless to say. And now giving away the position as well. They know he's here. s1mple wants all the kills in the round, and so he's going to get it. I did like it in that little...
It's going to be a difficult one. Maybe a bit of a stat padding situation for Perfecto even. Navi put up a 3rd on the board. And Boomich thought he would get cheeky in peeking secret. That turns out to be a fatal error. Blame F. Blue screens him. They continue their pursuit of this lower bomb site. Navi's still a little bit eerie about the idea of someone coming from the lobby. Flamey's going to investigate the control room. Blame F just missing seeing him on his cross. So close yet so far. Flamey's got a pretty pivotal position right here. If somehow he can wrangle in these kills like that one, he might be able to just turn the tide right here, completely control it. The last bullet on the Blame F, unbelievable kill. But it was s1mple that takes out Rush. This has gone horribly wrong for Complexity Config trying to battle in, but time is not on his side. 10 seconds, he's got to get the bomb planted and fight off Electronic Perfecto. He taps the plant, doesn't really have the time for it, and Electronic makes him pay for it as well. 4-1 for Navi.
The comm comes in late or doesn't get reacted to, and just there again, Blame also getting punished. Perfecto, how is he alive? He stands in the smoke and finds 1, getting shot from below. Boomich on the bomb site, mowing them down, and s1mple held out from above as well. He's got a couple more from Flamey, fast off of the ramp, and those rotates
nearby in main, ready and willing to help out if s1mple should need it. First thought for s1mple as well. 7 rounds in, he's had the money for a while. If you remember when they force bought in that 2nd round, he even had extra money left for it. Boomich does throw his life away down through the vent. And now the rotations have got to come through. Flamey looking flustered, does get busted out of the round by Rush. And so a 5-on-3, the bomb getting planted. This might just have to be a reluctant save for NAVI, right? That round just decided immediately. The moment that Boomich kill comes in, it's already a pretty dire situation. They know someone is to make something big happen to try and counteract that, to try and give NAVI a chance. And so Flamey gets caught barreling into the site just to try and deny that ground right away.
And that's twice now for Boomich, right? Like, obviously, it's the life of the B rotate. It's the cool. How deep are they, guys? How fast are they? And really, if you're outside, s1mple, what info does he have? They smoked outside. They could be B. That's all you can give away to your teammate. Boomich comes in lower. Remember last time he was there, he made it all the way to the secret stairs and then got wrecked by Blame F. This time, he doesn't even get out the vents. He looked like they put s1mple outside with the AWP and they go, oh, we'll just play rotate. That's when the problems arise. That's when Boomich can get caught off. But s1mple, this time, he's got a gap, he's got an angle, and he's got to pick out in the yard. Config trading from above. s1mple is very deep, and now 6 feet under. 4-on-4, Cole have outside, but the smokes have faded, so they'll look to cover up main.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about those diagonal outside smokes is it tempts the CT AWPer into having to extend into view of the silo, right, to try and peek or challenge through them. That was a nice little way to steal the opener in this round, or I guess get the trade and then take the opener on the follow-up. 4 on 3, and they're wrapping in towards heaven. Flamey and Boomich and Electronic have all preemptively rotated down into this B site. Now, Cole, all they have to do to win this round is not go B. And, well, they are going down towards B, and this bomb is secret side. Oh, that might lose them the round, honestly. If this bomb gets dropped, it is bye-bye to the round. There it is. JKS, the last man left alive, and with 10 seconds, time becomes the problem. Electronic does get dropped, but there's just not enough time left in the round for JKS. And so NAVI, they steal that one back. They were at a man disadvantage. They took a gamble.
Squeaky. Cole, can they get past s1mple and Boomich? There's the smoke. s1mple backs up. They know there's 2 here now. 2 smokes have been deployed, and Boomich peeks out thinking it's still smoke. They're already through it. s1mple going to get flashed off. Can't take the blind shot. Rush is hounding him down. Flamey's killed Config, but he will get traded, and the bomb gets dropped by the no-scope. s1mple is starring off, but he's going to get wrapped from the site. JKS on the lurk almost catches the lobby flank, but Electronic saves his teammate's life, and Cole go into a bomb plant.
This could get out of hand. So much of this round is going to hinge on BlameF's aggression at ramp. Both players here for NAVI, and BlameF at least needs a 1-for-1, right, to give Poison that fighting chance. And there's the first, not ready for Electronic on the swing. And so Poison left in the 1v1. The flash is good, and Electronic has seen him now in decon. That's going to trigger Poison to try and reposition. There is a kit on Electronic, and he taps the bomb. It doesn't stick it. Poison wrapping round, and oh no, he's running in. Opens the door. Electronic going to tap the bomb again, trying to bait the peak. Poison now knows, and Electronic's given up the aim of the game. No. It's going to be very, very close, but I don't think he's got it. I think so, Electronic. A damn good try, but Complexity, they will get that 3rd round. Everybody falls, however, on both sides of the coin, and that's going to be a little bit worse for NAVI here, as they might...
Big just trying to spam through the wall. Get lucky, perhaps, but his teammate is out on the site. Not alone. JKS finds s1mple in the open, peeking from Big Garage. That really does put a wrench in the works here for this rotation. Got some intel now. They're going to take a fight with him heads up. It's going to be Perfecto to go down. Who will be next? Flamey coming in from the back lines. JKS is going to skirt on out. NAVI don't even seem to be interested in going anywhere near this bomb. So this is going to be a complexity round, 6-4.
Yeah, Config's come in to bodyguard JKS, get him out of the red position, who found 2, which is nice.
It's pretty well endowed this time around. It's only 2 here, and they're both gone right away, courtesy of Rush. So that's the bomb plant locked in, A site falling, and likely just the save for Electronic at least. You can throw s1mple and Flamey at the problem and see what kind of results they can turn out with, but yeah, this will be a 5th on the board for Cole. And so suddenly, you know, that little 6-2, that worrying sign that NAVI were kind of on their way to demolish Cole here, somewhat dissipating, somewhat going.
It's slowing. Rush jump spotting.
Now he moves away, leaving Electronic there alone. The advantage of that is you're no longer dedicating both s1mple and Electronic to this outside hold. s1mple is now available to help out at either this A site or ramp, and Electronic has caught the timing on this push. This is a nice setup for NAVI, and it's given them a lot of information to go off of. s1mple's in hell. Flamey's preemptively rotated down to B, and he's putting on a bit of a show. The jump there to find Rush at the end, and all 3 for Flamey. Ramp room locked in, NAVI with a 7th, and they come up with that solution to the outside problem in that round there.
The jump up. Poison's been boosted on top of red. Could that be good? s1mple's not ready for it right now. Running and reloading, but getting to safety.
This guy knows. He knows everything.
Well, let's see.
Poison, well, his position becoming more and more useless as the time passes. The skirmish ensues, and it's going to be Config that falls first. Rush follows up with the trade, and we find ourselves in a precarious 4-on-4. Flamey in hell. That gives Rush the opportunity to bypass him on his way into this upper site.
Oh, Shadow, he saw it. He knows he's up there. He's made the call. Now looking back down, Rush has dropped. Flamey's looked up. That's such unfortunate timing. Baited out by Rush's Shadow. That is a great play for Cole with the time again. 15 seconds. Rush needs to run down towards B. Boomich can win this round off of 1 kill and 1 kill alone. He just needs to hit the right player. Rush moving. Tick-tock goes that clock. There's no cover on Decon right now. Blame needs to be that man, and he does swing out in time, just saving his teammate on the plant. Cole with a chance. 4-on-2. Na'Vi still giving it their all to retake, but do they want to reconsider that fact?
Yeah, this is a save. They're getting out of there. 7 on the board for Cole. And Blame F catching a very important timing, right? There was a whirl where Boomich swings that, gets Rush off the bomb, and suddenly the round is lost.
7-7, fast out the door. Boomich with the spray. He's got 2. Third player low. Electronic swings for the help and blink, and you miss it. It's a flawless round for Na'Vi. A shutdown on that A site. Annoying for Cole. Na'Vi are going fast.
Oh, Flamey leading the way, leading the charge, and down goes Config already. Poison will come in with a response, but this A site has already fallen into Na'Vi hands. And with no flash, this retake setup gets pretty tricky now for Cole, right? Having a retake with everyone through heaven. And normally, if you're going for this, you've got that flash that you can throw from CT coupled with this retake smoke. Instead, they've only got the smoke, so they've got to peek into this dry. That's going to make this a very, very rough round. But luckily enough, they've been given some space here by Na'Vi to get back into this one. s1mple trying to hold from heart. Down goes JKS. And now they know s1mple's here, but they don't know where the rest are. Suddenly it becomes all too clear. The triple peak is in, and Blame F gets removed right at the Oh, but now that they know Blame's here, might need some support from the aforementioned JKS down here in Hell. Perfecto's trying to deal with him, and JKS is kind of knocking around, hoping to deal with Perfecto. Oh, Blame F just baiting them in with the promise of a free kill in CT. That does not work for Perfecto. He gets caught. And now this B site looks to be where Na'Vi end up. Cole, the only site they're not watching, they hear that molly, and that's going to trigger the rotation down in towards B. And once again, they're moving everyone into one position together. All 5 going to try and retake through the ramp room. Now, they've still got these 2 nades. That could be kind of juicy, especially with Boomich behind the silo in the site. The first nade does land there, but the second one doesn't follow up in that position. Boomich trying to put on a bit of a hold, and he's going to have to. There's a second to his name. Electronic coming in through the window, and suddenly this has been stripped away from Cole. Blame all alone, back at the site. Boomich still hidden away, and Electronic holding from the double doors. This is a pretty rough spot for Blame to be in. There's no time for the defuse, and Na'Vi get that round back under control. Boomich at 11.
Ooh. Factor's very low. He's only playing Deeg as well. Not the end of the world, but yeah, these rounds really shouldn't get too problematic for Na'Vi. Going to drop bomb B. Electronic is very deep, killing Config on that rotate and making noise on lower, but the bomb isn't even here yet. It doesn't matter. Cole, they already know this round is likely lost. It's just about trying to get guns out of it.
Actually start to make a move into the ramp room. Maybe to try to pick up some pieces on the way out the door. Speaking of their way through doorways, this is a doorway into the playoffs. The winner will advance to the quarterfinals, as this is a Group A upper bracket semifinal. We're going to be going to Overpass after this, the pick of Navi. And right now, Navi might be walking into that one with a map advantage. Still early days, though.
Yeah, FaZe have already made it to the quarters as well, which is not a statement that maybe many were expecting. They may have had a great run at New York.
The efforts he's been able to put in the server, having to lead and frag while being sick, that much more impressive, man. Cole's just someone who keeps demanding respect, and you got to give it to him. JKS at ramp, he's being given no respect here. Config removed as well.
Ooh.
And Now, like already, this is looking like a NAVI round. There should be very little you can do here if you're Complexity to get back into this one. Electronic is the only man who could fall to give you a way back in, and Complexity aren't even interested. Plus, Electronic isn't going to give you this kill, right? He's just not going to look to give it away. He's not going to overextend. He'll wait instead for Cole to make the mistake, and there could have been it. And now a 3-on-3. All right.
They're saving. It's too far gone.
They're just too far away, man.
So far. And Harry, you talk about Poison. Obviously, he had to save in this round. Didn't really get a chance. He got double mollied out of hell on that rotate. But, you know, sometimes... Or it was more the storyline of the recovery, him having bad games against NAVI, and then later in the year having better games. This is a rough start for him. He's 6-13. Had the AWP a few rounds on the T side, never really saw it play in. Boomish made the jump. Did Poison see? He looks aware.
He's very aware, doesn't he? Like, little too aware for somebody who doesn't know someone's up there. Still looking at it, still interested, but Boomish is just hidden. 25 seconds. NAVI is just going to look to explode into this A site all of a sudden. Config could get caught by Boomic dropping down, and he does. Rush fully blind off the angle, and in the blink of an eye, this site has fallen into NAVI's hands right at the final seconds. It was looking good for Cole. And then that decision to pull Poison away from outside, I think through Boomic just not moving for so long.
No one's coming there just yet. They're going to be throwing some utility out the doorway here. s1mple drops a Molotov on that opposite vent. And maybe, just maybe, Complexity spring to, you know, at least checking Squeaky or getting the hell out of dodge, because Rush is playing up real close.
That smoke is big. 30 seconds as a door smoke comes in. NAVI are going to have to go elsewhere if they want to actually win this round, or just dive through it as it fades. It's not going to leave them with a lot of time for error. Boomic on a main ramp. Double door. Set up s1mple. Dominates Rush. And surely not ready for Config, but he is. Config still gets one. 10 seconds. There's the flank. The bomb has been dropped in the door, and no one has gone back for it. This round is over. NAVI leave it behind. And that's going to be Cole picking up a half by an eco round to some degree. JKS. Oh, he's not even...
Electronic just waiting to drop a Molotov on that first contact. Right now, they've walked right out the Squeaky door, and no one's home just yet. Except they are. They're lying in wait. Poison and Rush trying to hold together this upper site. Leaves just Electronic. They just figured out here for NAVI in their side. 30 seconds left on the clock. He's already out Squeaky. 2 players in heaven. It's Poison and JKS. Blame F. Well, he'll get there eventually. He's just holding, make sure no one drops through the vents. But he's got to win some duels right here. He takes down Blaine. That's a great start. Fantastic start. They've dropped on him. Oh, look at that. Almost a spray transfer. And JKS, blind as a bat, gets it done.
Scary.
He's going to go back for that AWP and get the defuse. 9 for Complexity.
Very scary stuff. Nice try for Electronic, but 3 players coming right.
A lot of this is going to come down to how much Config gets away with. Boomic wrapping through main again is the problem for Cole. Rush does what he can, but ultimately might not be enough here. It's left Complexity in a 2-on-3, and as mentioned, their money is at breaking point. So do they want to go for this one? If they save here, this AWP and M4 is pretty much all they're taking with them into this follow-up round. But NAVI on 14, that's a bit of a rough spot to be in. Poison shooting there to cover the sound of him dropping.
Yeah, they'll never hear that loud AWP. That's one that NAVI have dry run before. Boomic hits the best timing on saving his teammate's life, dropping in through main. That's the entire round for NAVI. They throw outside smokes. They pull Cole back. Very passive into yard. Blame fighting CT. And then they just split A again, right? Contact outdoor, not really giving any warning to spot. And he does catch Boomic falling off of main, but it's all a bait. Again, NAVI are down lower with 2 in secret. Couple more on the ramp. JKS, he has to hold strong here. If he stops a split, Cole can retake B with advantages. And there it is, JKS spraying, but only good for 1. The lineup for Poison, and he only gets a single kill. Still winnable for NAVI, but those rotates are in. Config has already gotten out through the vent, and he is unknown.
Yeah. Whoa, the jump though, Flamey. Oh, gets him. And that's a disaster. Bomb now down again. Cole having a retake through the ramp room. Both players here Electronic just hidden in the back of the site, and he's got support from Flamey in the window room. This is a pretty deadly crossfire for NAVI to have. First man does get in, but that's when Electronic strikes him down, and Blame falls as well. That was looking like a winnable round for Cole. And on top of that, they
really good. And you can even see it happening. You can see Cole trying to fix the problems. Now new problems arise. Now just trying to brute force their way out A. Flamey traded, Poison in rafters, Electronic with a miss spray, and JKS punishes him off the ramp push. It's s1mple alone, but we know this man likes a clutch or two. Not today. Config responds. And that's kind of similar to how Cole ended their
now there's information gain. Now Electronic can take advantage of this, right? This kind of misinformation. JKS having to hold the ramp room solo, and it doesn't work out for him. Electronic catching the timing onto Blame F. Cole, they're at least aware that this is looking like a B play, so they get the early rotation in, but Poison's out of the round. And so Config and Rush, they're the two left alive. Make that just Rush in a 1v3. NAVI get that bomb down lower. s1mple, Electronic, and Flamey, three of the top fraggers left alive. This is a very rough spot for Rush to be in, and he can't get it done. NAVI